Hello YouTube, Infinite Magicraid community, Gandalf here. Happy Halloween for all those of you who do celebrate it, and hope you had a lot of fun, especially you have little kids like me. I took him out for trick-or-treating the very first time, the 2-year-old, and he had a blast. Dressed him up as a little panda, and we went for the cute, adoring look for his very first one. So this time around on Double Legendary Raid Up, we have a very decent roster. On this roster, you will find the very first hero, Jenny. She's very much commonly used in Seven Sages Luli or any direct damage team because you have the severe wound as well as you all the debuff that you potentially need for direct damage. Next up, you have Rister and Focus. Both of these heroes very much are commonly used in mid to late game. Rister here can boost your attack, do joint attack with your main hero. He's staple for any sort of attack boosting support team, whether that be a dot damage dealer or a direct damage dealer. Focus has the ability to give a hero a double turn. It still works relatively decently for nuking purposes. Furthermore, if one of your allies die, your entire team gets turn meter. That is often a forgotten part of Focus, and he actually works pretty well on squishy glass cannon teams, especially if you run double DPS with Focus. Then you got Ninoa. Ninoa is kind of a niche, but at exclusive 3, she does have a role to play in PvP, usually on 5's team, where you use her as a quick cleanse option because she will be able to cut in between enemies and provide a cleanse. Dez is a staple hero that goes very well with Bethany, and the two of them support are pretty much the best support to go with a Jingle Bell team, for example, in Wuthering Coast for direct damage. All right, I wish all of you really good luck on your summons, and let's get started with mine. Now, while the summons happen, I do want to take a moment to kind of address a recent video I published. And I recognize that video probably was one of the worst performing videos I have ever released, and that was my guide on Aptoide. I recognize majority of my player base are not spenders, but for the small 10% of you, and for those of you who I did poll, many of you did say that you wanted to know how Aptoide actually work or wanted a proper guide on it. So that's why I did that video. And my Aptoide code is up right now. And this is basically my only source of revenue as I put close to about 100 hours a week onto here. Now, apparently a few people even DM'd me directly and shamed me for trying to make money off of Aptoide, which I found incredibly surprising and strange, because that's like, you go to a car dealership and you buy a car and then you get upset over the salesperson getting a commission because he sold the car. What I'm trying to do is promote the platform Aptoide, and it is a win-win for all the parties involved. It is a win. Ooh, nice. Got a popper. Really good hero here. Aptoide is a win-win for both the players and the developers and the platform, because really it's third-party platforms that are trying to compete against some of the biggest players like the App Store on, that's not good, on App Store and Google Play. Believe it or not, and I'm, just Google it yourself. You think you spent, $10 in the game? The $10 are not going to the developers. Google and Apple are taking a 30% cut of that. So only $7 actually go to the App Store. And you're paying taxes on it too. So if you're like in Canada like me, I pay 13%. And that's like, you're paying money away, nothing to do with this game. You're not supporting the game whatsoever in doing that. So all I'm saying is when you're using these code, you're getting more back from the money you spend in the game, where you can accumulate these credits towards future purchases. And you're also supporting me financially, because for every dollar you spend, I get 5 cents. And that's all. And I've been very transparent about this in all my videos whenever I promote Aptoide. So yes, this is my only source of revenue, and if you like my content and you do spend in the game, it's a great opportunity for you to get a bit more for yourself when you use my code. Because normally you'll only earn up to 20%. With mine, you earn whatever the credit back you have, plus additional 5%. And it helps me with getting a small commission or revenue share when you do that. Now, hopefully, this dispels any rumors around, what Aptoide really is, or, what is my relationship with Aptoide? Why do you see this Aptoide code at the bottom of the screen? So at the end of the video, in the link description below, I will have, the guide for Aptoide. If you are a spender, even if you're a small spender, these savings add up, right? You don't have to pay the taxes anymore, right? And for every dollar you spend, you're immediately getting like 10%, and with my code, 15% back. So you spend $10, you get $1.50 right away. So that's like, you could, in theory, like, buy a $10 pack, and then the $1 pack will be free, because you can immediately use that $1 credit towards that $1 purchase, right? So effectively, you're just saving. You're making your money go that much further with Aptoide. And you're also saving the taxes. All right, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Gandolf out.